Hello there, everybody. This is Rory Penland with It's Casual, and we tried to do an interview with comedy legend John Biner this evening, and unfortunately, the tech gremlins got the better of us on that. We got about 12 good minutes, fair minutes with him, but there was a lot of cutting in and out on his end, and so we decided to do a backup show, a take two, if you will. Not with John Biner, unfortunately, but we have some people here that are, willing to let us talk to them. One is my co-host, John Phipps. Let's go ahead and bring him up. Thank you for agreeing
Hello,
to be
sir.
interviewed. Even
Yeah,
though you
this
think you're
is
not interesting enough, I beg to differ.
well,
There's a lot of
uh,
people that are interested in you, Jonathan.
well. I mean, so now ladies and gentlemen, this is par for the course for the night. I'm trying to get Rory's switch to the other side here, and it's not
And
going
there
particularly
we
well.
go. I'm
One
switched
of
to the
those.
other side.
This is one of those. This is one of those nights where you just should have got in bed early, with all the tech gremlins floating around, but. We'll make
Well,
something
we are
happen.
going on a vacation of sorts. We're going to
Yeah, and I
concentrate for
think
the next 3.5 weeks on promoting the shows and getting people to watch them and get the numbers up on YouTube and such. I'm going to
yeah.
talk to Renee about letting me get into the uh, TV channel on YouTube so that I can put the right tags on the show and the right titles, because we've got a lot of
Mhm.
like General Howitzer's Big Monster Briefing Room, and that's all it is. General Howitzer's Big Monster Briefing Room and a date. So we need to
Yeah.
change that. I need to put the proper tags on it, and this one. This one actually, you guys are pretty good about good
Mhm.
titles, but I definitely want to get the proper tags on everything so we get more traffic. So we're going to do
Yeah,
that.
that's
But Jonathan, I wanted to interview you a little bit so we can find out what makes
thank
you
you.
tick a little bit, and
Okay.
I want to go back to 2020 when the
Yes.
pandemic struck, when we were all shut down. What exactly was it that saved your life? Because you were depressed, you were upset.
I
What is it exactly? I mean, I want to know exactly what it was that saved your life.
so who it was saved me, and I didn't know it at the time, was our co-host, who I wish was here with us now, though she is busy at 8
She has
o'clock.
something else she had to do at this time.
Yes,
We decided to go
Renee.
solo
Yes, Renee
or duo.
Yaworsky. So the story about how I befriended Renee is that, and this is a true story. I befriended Renee
Well, I
at
hope so.
I I
I
befriended
hope you
Renee.
just wouldn't make shit up.
I befriended Renee at complete random.
Yeah, same here.
I do this from. I do this quite a lot. I'll go on sprees where I'll see people that are mutuals with some others that I'm friends with on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll send them a friend request. If they're cool, they're cool, and if not, yeah. So, I sent Ray a friend request at total random. I don't remember the exact day that I sent it, but I know she accepted it on the day of my 24th birthday, November 25th,
Okay.
2020.
So it was in November of 2020.
Yes. And
So
um
March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Wow, that's almost a whole year of pandemic,
yeah.
being locked up in your house, and you're going nuts, you're going stir crazy, and all of a sudden into your life pops Renee Yaworsky.
Yes, though I did not jump into this. I did not jump into this world probably until if I had to guess, probably February of last year, because
Okay.
so
So about
Dennis
four
and
months of you watching what Renee was doing with Dennis Tardon,
Yes. So they were
where you
doing.
say,
So
you
they
know
were
what, I'm going
doing.
to try this.
Okay, that's not how it went, but I will tell you how it did go. So I've watched Renee and Dennis do their chats, which, by the way, they did those early ones in Facebook Messenger rooms. Never again. Never again. That shit was a pain in the ass. No up or down about it. So Dennis and Renee, they were doing in February of last year, they were doing a I believe it was the live edition of Dennis's show, A Conversation With. And their guest was supposed to be Tom Cheshire. So they'd done sound checks and everything about like what we did today when we were going to interview John Biner, and everything looks smooth. Everything looks smooth. And come showtime, Tom's internet was just abysmal. It was abhorrent. It was horrendous. It was all of the above. And C.J. Peters, who is in the green room right now and will come up after I'm through saying my piece, CJ jumped up and by the way, thank you, Madeline Moniz, for tagging the crew. Please tag Renee and the entire gang while you are ahead. So CJ comes on, pinch hits for Tom, and afterward, I messaged Renee something to the effect of, "Oh, you did great. You were graceful. You were graceful under pressure. You did really good." Renee, and she'll deny this to the hilt, but I literally got the messages, and I think she even called me during it. She said she was inconsolable. She was like, "Oh, I've messed this up entirely. I'm gonna find Dennis a new producer. I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z." And I said, just throwing it out there, not expecting anything to come from it, I said to her, "Well, I don't know much about this, but if you need help, I'd be more than happy to throw my hat into the ring and help." And so Renee took me under her wing and showed me the ropes. And 2 months later, I was hosting a show which it always was One Hit Wonderful.
Right.
But yeah, that's how I got my foot
Look
in
how
the
confident
door.
she is today. We had the problem that we had tonight, and she was okay. She was like, no problem. Okay, it didn't happen. All right, move on.
Here's the thing. Me and Renee have completely passed each other in that regard, because when we were starting this, and like I just said, she was the one that was inconsolable, crying over a mistake. And I was just like, it is what it is. Now we've passed
each story. A little hard to believe, after
yes, we've passed each other going
way.
the other way. Here's the thing. Renee, over the course of doing this, Renee's give a damn has been busted. Whereas doing this for me has uncovered an inner perfectionist I didn't know I had.
Okay.
But it's all good. It's all good. We've got to this point, and everything is, well,
so
except
let's talk
for
about your shows, starting with One Hit Wonderful. You started doing One Hit Wonderful, which is a great show.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't say that because I was a part of it at one time. But or I should say the judge was a part of it at one time.
Yes.
Will that ever come back?
Yes, it will come back. It may take some time in getting there because we're just swamped with other projects right now. But I do intend for One Hit Wonderful to come back.
It was a good show.
I already have a
I love the
list.
concept of the show.
Mm-hmm. Though I will say this, part of One Hit Wonderful kind of morphed into what Under the Influences is now,
Well,
which
that
is
was the thing. Was the show was supposed to be, you talk about a song, one hit
hmm,
wonderful,
yes,
and you talk about where that song came from, what made it happen,
yeah,
was it successful, was it just for you, that kind of thing, and
hmm,
it suddenly it morphed into another talk show where you
mm,
just talk to the person, that the singer or the songwriter, and um and again, the whole idea in the beginning was just to talk about a song, which I really love the idea, the concept of the original show.
hmm.
Otherwise, again, like you say, it's just your other show. And go ahead and talk about the other show.
Yeah. So Under the Influences, it did. Like I say, it took some cues from Under the Influences did take some cues from One Hit Wonderful, but at the same time, we sorry, I thought I had someone coming in here. So
Cat.
no, it's not a cat. More like a younger brother. Uh but
I didn't know you had a younger brother.
yes, he is, and here's the thing. He is the complete antithesis of me. I
Uh-oh.
love him to I love him to pieces. He's a great man. He really is. But he's the antithesis of me. I'm the one that's got the gift of gab. I'm always writing music, writing poetry, talking to folks, things like that.
What's his
Evan on
name?
the other Evan on the other hand is just
Evan.
he is closed. Well, I won't say he's closed up, but he's
He's introverted. You're
definitely
you're extroverted. He's introverted.
I here's the thing. What you
That
see
happens.
speaking on introverted and extroverted, what you see of me on camera
Mm-hmm.
is not necessarily what you see of me in real life. Because when I'm not on camera,
You're
I'm
more
actually
introverted.
I'm actually in Evan's shoes. I'm more reserved. I'm a lot quieter.
How old is
And
Evan?
well, you could probably believe this, but when I'm not doing this, I have to have my solitude.
Yeah.
But
And how old is Evan?
Evan is 23.
Okay.
He has the sweet spot birthday. He was born 3 days after Christmas, 3 days before New Year's. So
No, 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 no,
December
no, 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 no,
8th.
no, no, no. That sucks. And Evan will tell you that. That sucks. Okay. Because I've
How does
got
it
some people
suck?
in my family that were born on the last week of December. And guess what everybody does? Oh, this is your combination Christmas present, birthday present. And they,
Well,
man, so
well
bad.
here's
Don't
I
do
would
that.
I wouldn't say it's bad because, you get a bit of a breather after Christmas. So everybody gets a bit of a breather after that. You celebrate your birthday. Then you get another bit of a brief breather until New Year's. It's perfect if you're a party animal, though Evan's not a party animal.
Again, everybody
Far
just goes,
from
yeah,
it.
this is your combination Christmas, birthday present. Hope you like it. It sucks. I have a niece who was born on Christmas Day. I have a
Mm.
nephew who was born like on the 29th. My sister Valerie was born on like the 27th.
Oh, of
So, and again, they all get the same thing. It's
course,
like
I'm
they miss out on, the birthday present because it's so close to Christmas.
Of course, I'm kind of in that same boat as well. I was born November 25th, so I've never been able to have a
No,
standalone
that's
birth.
okay. That's a
I've
Thanksgiving birthday.
well, I get that, but at the same
Everybody
time,
comes
it's in
home
this.
just and you get more presents that way. That's like you said, that's the antithesis, because they're like, oh,
Yeah,
we're here
but
for the holidays and it's your birthday. Here's cash. So your brother ends up
yeah,
hating that because like, oh, wait a minute.
I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, every year as a kid, well, I don't know why I don't know. Well, I get where you're coming from, but at the same
Mhm.
time, it's nice to have a standalone like birthday or something like that. It seems like we all have seems like everyone in my family has a unique story tied to their birthday. My dad was born on my grandmother's 28th birthday. True story. So yeah,
So you 2 birthdays together. That's good.
so
That's not
grandma,
bad.
so yeah, grandma for her 28th
4
birthday
people
had
show
my
up.
dad as a gift. So yeah,
And then I'm the gift. um, let's go back to your producership here. You're a producer now, and
director.
you have a car show, a car racing show.
Yes,
That you
ranting
do
and
as well.
racing, which I have to tell a little bit about ranting and racing because this is a concept that I've actually had before the pandemic. Ranting and racing first came into my head probably January, February of 2020. I don't know if Landon is, I don't think Landon's here. Landon's in the comments, but me and Landon became friends before the pandemic in another racing Discord group that we were in. We became friends that way. And so Landon kind of branched off and started his own thing, which he still has on Discord. And I'd seen where a few of the racing YouTubers that I followed, were trying their hands at podcasts. So I decided, we'll give this a shot. I didn't know. Thing
Have
is,
you
I didn't
watched
know
their podcasts. Are they any good?
Yeah, they were good. There's still quite a few of them that still are going with it, but
Okay.
I didn't know nothing about it's one of those nights. What's it called? The thing that StreamYard, not StreamYard, but the thing that Spotify has for podcasts. What's that platform called?
You're asking a technically challenged host.
And you're and someone with Swiss
I'm
cheese.
sure that the audience knows what you're talking about. Anybody
Yeah, if Renee,
if 40 does, but me, no.
If Renee or Diane were here, they'd be screaming it right now. It's not audible.
Okay, that platform.
Whatever. I'm sure it'll come to me 5 minutes after we wrap here.
You go.
But but I didn't know nothing about that. I didn't know nothing about StreamYard. Hell, I didn't really know nothing about live streaming, period. I'd never live streamed when I first got the idea. But yeah, me and Landon, we kept talking about it, and it lay dormant for a long time. And then, once I got settled into here, once I got into TMN and then into Cosmos, I wanted to finally exhume this idea, and I told Renee probably September or October of last year that I wanted to start this thing. And we did a test run before the Bush Clash at the LA Coliseum.
Your car show, right? Not ranting and racing, not Cosmos.
Yeah, I'm talking about
whose idea was Cosmos? Where did that come from?
Cosmos, the name, is a Yaworsky-ism. CCTV is a Yaworsky-ism. And everybody who's here can remember the great name change debacle because Ray started listening to these. I'm not going to say they didn't know their ass from a hole in the ground, but they would. I'm trying to think of a good analogy. I'm not going to say they didn't know their ass from a hole in the ground, but the closest they came to a brainstorm was a light mist. So they insisted we change.
These talked Renee into doing Cosmos TV.
No. This was she had brought in like a bunch of consultants, and they said, "Oh, you should change the name of the group and all to something that better reflects everything." So she first unleashed
the the B team?
I'd like to say there was something before the B team, though.
Excuse me.
Tardanverse. It was okay. So the Tardanverse name was first. That came first. That lasted no time at all. So then they came to tour with. Renee came up with B team, which had negative connotations. So we are scrambling, trying to, because B team.
Of the bees on Saturday Night Live that everybody hated. Everybody
here's
hated
what
the bees on Saturday Night Live. So I was like, wait a minute, where did this come from?
Here's why B team didn't catch. And speaking of Renee, she just walked in here. Renee, I'm telling the story. I'm telling the story of the name change debacle. I'm telling the story of the name change debacle.
So side of the story now. She's like, oh my God, they're talking about that.
So B team was shot down due to the negative connotation. So B team implied that the content that would be on that channel wouldn't be as good as what would be on overall TMN. So Renee, flustered, fixing to pull her hair out, her actual hair. So, excuse me. So Renee hits me up and says, I have...
He's not going to bring you up.
Are you talking about C.J.? Oh, so anyway, so
Renee.
Well, Ray's not in the green room. Though if she does, the devil horns are going to be out and the pitchfork will be in hand.
Okay, I must have misunderstood you. I thought she came into the green room.
No. Well, she might. She might in time, and she'll probably give me a tongue lash for telling the story. But
in any case.
Anyway, Renee comes to me with, she's like, I got this idea because all of us are stars here and we're shooting for the moon. Why not call it Cosmos TV? Now, that Cosmos TV was what she came up with.
Of stars.
Yes. So Cosmos TV was her original idea. But if I'm not mistaken, and since Renee is here, she can correct me if I'm wrong. But Cosmos Creative was added as a suggestion by Olive Chiachia, who is the host of Abundant Artists. So that is on a bit of a break.
She's also a big executive producer with the Cosmos channel.
Mm-hmm. So I believe the addition of creative was Olive's idea. So I won't say I was tasked. Excuse me. I won't say I was tasked with doing logos and everything. But I decided to take it on myself to see if I could do this. If I could try my hand at logo design, because I'd created posters for a good while. I'd created posters for a good bit for our shows and all, and weekly menus and everything.
For It's Casual.
Mm-hmm. And I decided, what the hell? I'll try my hand at a logo. And the end result, I found two different things that suited the group best. So as you can see, that up there, well, there's actually two variations of that one. There's that one with and without the CCTV. So you
created that logo for Cosmos Creative TV.
Yes, I did create that logo for Cosmos Creative, and
very nice.
If it will come up behind us here, this is the big logo that I did, and though I'll have to. And let me take you and I off the screen.
Put us in the green room for a second, both of us.
That's what I'm gonna do. So there's the big Cosmos logo that we came up with, and I felt like the purple and the gold really meshed well, and everything, it all came out looking good, and everything is hunky dory now. Everything is hunky dory, and Yeah, we went back. If I could talk, it'd be a miracle. So, yeah, that's CCTV. It was Renee and Olive's idea with my creative works peppering it.
Okay. Have you reached out to Yaworsky to interview him?
I
Because
want to.
He's like your guy. I mean,
I know that. First of all, I know I probably wouldn't be able to get him. I know that our dear friend Clay Boykin has in the past, and not heard.
yes.
He's not heard Clay, though. I don't think Clay has heard anything back from his camp yet. Though I have had the great privilege of interviewing some of his proteges, and you have as well with Richard Gillowitz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Richard's great. He's been on the
show. Richard is a
fun.
Dynamite guest, and like I said when we first got him, his stage banner and his stage presence will carry over into this, and it did to a T. So I've just been so blessed to have been able to interview some of the folks that I look up to. You know, Richard was one, Stuart Huff was one on Man to Man a few months back, even though that one was riddled with phone calls, as Renee can attest to.
Yikes.
I interviewed Stuart. I interviewed Tom Simmons, who, in my opinion, is one of the best comedians working today. Tom is just an outstanding guest, and I've already got guests lined up in my head. For,
and this is for Man to Man.
For Man to Man, which I'm also going to be restarting soon, and for some of my other shows as well. It's going to be another big year. What other
shows can we look for?
Both of us. So Man to Man will be coming back, as well as One Hit Wonderful. I don't know when exactly they will be coming back, but I do know that they will be back within the next 4 to 6 months. That's all I can guarantee right now.
Wow.
And everything will be, and all that I'm doing now,
you going to flip seasons? Like for one season, you'll do 2 of your shows, and then for the next season, you'll do the other 2 shows, and then come back to the first 2 season after?
I don't know if I'm going to follow that season model or not.
Twice a month?
That's what I'm thinking. Because seeing what Diane does with Powered by Women, because she usually tapes those about twice a month. So I think once I get Man to Man and stuff back going, I think I'll go that taped route. Though now StreamYard has an option where you can tape things but set it to premiere at another time. So it'll look like it's live, but you will have already had it taped before times. So I think that'd be really good for It's Casual, since we can knock it out and have it ready to go at a set time. And if there's any tech issues, we can catch them ahead of time, and all will be good.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to go pre-tape for Howitzer, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And for It's Casual, we might end up going that route as well. And unfortunately, it takes out the live element, which a lot of people like.
Yeah.
But we've just been having so many tech issues. If we could find a way to not have all the tech issues, I would continue to go live. But it's looking like, no, that's not going to happen. It's just like tonight. So we could have 2 or 3 shows that go perfect, and then we have something happen like tonight. And unfortunately, it's on a show that's a very important show for me personally. He's a very important person, and all of a sudden, boom, it all crashes. And it's so regrettable, because I was so happy to have him on. I was so happy that he wanted to come on, especially after what happened with, Scott Eastwood and Hal Linden. So there it is. I wanted to have that in my, I wanted to tell people, well, we've been having fun with people like, and I tell them Eddie Brill, Bruce Glover,
Oh yeah.
and I wanted to put John Bunner on that list. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping that he'll contact us and maybe agree to do a pre-tape thing or something.
Okay.
Okay. Last question I'm going to ask you before we bring CJ up.
All right.
What does John Phipps do when he's not producing shows? What does he do in his spare time, his free time? What are your hobbies? I hate to come out and just say, "Hey, what are your hobbies?" Because that sounds so
It's all good.
contrived and cliche. But what pleases you between broadcasting on Facebook and such?
Well, playing music, obviously, doing some writing as well, going for walks here. Where I live is right along the New Rivers, so you're always, if you want to get a few miles in every day, you got great scenery to accompany you here. And yeah, that's basically what I do when I'm not doing shows on here, taking part in shows. It's just day in the life of JP.
Well, all righty then. Thank you for agreeing to be interviewed.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and bring CJ up, and hopefully
CJ Peters, come on down.
Tech will be okay.
Yes.
What's going on, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you just fine, but I accidentally, because I'm so used. Yeah, I hit the wrong thing and accidentally took Rory out of the stream. So I'll take myself out of the stream and then we'll be.
What's been up, CJ?
Hey, man, what's up, dude?
What
How you doing, my brother? Peace, love, and happiness to you. I hope you're having a wonderful day.
You were part of the Atlanta show.
It was incredible.
Yeah, the second anniversary of Come On to My House.
Second birthday, right? I mean, it's just a little baby. It's the smallest, prettiest little baby.
I shouldn't call it an anniversary. I should call it a birthday. Because it's just.
That's what I'm saying. It's just a little 2-year-old baby. It's so sweet.
It was hobbling around trying to get its footing.
There are some seriously badass musicians that I got to play around and with. It was incredible. I was honored to be part of something. I just felt like I was right there with my peers, man, with my brothers and my sisters, man. And we got to make a lot of beautiful poetry and music and memories together. Kim and Andy killed it, just putting the whole thing together. And there are too many names to mention.
Andy's set. She was awesome.
She's incredible, man.
Yeah, she was awesome. I really enjoyed most of the performances.
Oh, yeah.
Well, pretty much all of them that I watch, I listen to.
Yeah. Right.
You know.
Really?
I'm putting my headphone in or my earplug in now because
I couldn't believe
I can hear you. You're down to like 10%. There you go. Now I can hear you.
Yeah, no doubt. Is my volume low? I guess it is a little bit, huh? I think it always is.
Well, now you're really loud in my ear.
Oh, you see, I screwed up. I'll tell you what.
But I can deal with it. I can deal with it.
So tell me, man, what's my big interview? What are the big questions that are going to change my life? What am I going to learn from this?
Big questions. Well, you've been on the show before.
Yes, I have.
So we've asked you a lot of the standard questions.
Yeah, man. Ask me the deep shit.
I guess the big question is, what's happened in the last 6 to 8 months since we saw you last? Anything
so I got
special?
2 records out. I got my second record out, and I'm setting time for the third record. Gardenia is the next record.
Awesome.
Is out, and it just turned out stunningly beautiful. I'm just so blessed to have so many beautiful musician friends to help, and I had a sound engineer that was
who helped you with it?
Top notch. Telling you what, his name is Doug Williams, Electromagnetic Radiation Recorders in Winston-Salem, man, and he killed it. And I'm looking forward to working with him this year too. So that's all good. I got another 20 songs going out. You know, this is my life's work. You know, I'm at song 25 now, and I got another 20 or 30 to go to show my life's work.
Wow.
That's my project, is through these flower records. I'm gonna showcase all the things I've been writing since I was a baby. It's fun.
Can you play one of the new songs for us?
Yeah, man. Yeah. You want to hear one? Yes, We Can is the big hit right now. Are you ready? To no papers, quite insane. And we can, yes we can, oh yes we can live on with life. Yes we can, oh yes we can live on with the land. We can live on with the land, we can live on with the land. Day will come, us people realize we own not one thing. We own it all together in a worldwide family. 'Cause we can, yes we can, yes we can live one with the land. Yes we can live one with the land. We can live one with the land. We can live one with the land.
Oh, very nice. Sorry, there was a thing with my mic going on and off. So
that's the newest one.
I do this with Renee sometimes. You've got this tech stuff figured out now, because I see your website and I see your email there.
C.J. He's got love for you, right?
I see, your show dates coming up there, scrolling on the screen or popping up on the screen. You got it all figured out here.
Did you see my new record, Clementine? So what? And that's Azalea. See, that's Ballad Mo. That's one of my favorite songs in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, look at there. See. Yeah, man. C.J.
These are the new CDs.
Yeah, they're coming, man. I got another one coming. That's it. Gardenia is going to be excellent. I'm going to go in April, I think, if he's got any time. And I'm going to just lay down like all 20 of them. I'm just going to do one live, one take of me doing them. I'm going to send them all out to all the musicians because I got all these musicians want to work with me, and it's so wonderful. Awesome. And then send them on out, man, and then see what feedback I get and work with Doug again. This is just like it's a paradise. It's a dream come true.
Awesome. You like custom guitars, like the one you have there is custom painted. Am I right?
Yeah, this is an old Takamine I got. It's a 12-string. It's a really nice guitar. And Caleb and I painted this one. I've started it. I did all the blue. You know what I mean? This is my soul swirling with the music is what this is. And then this is Caleb Hill's signature right there. I said, hey, man, put your name on it or something. Sign it, man. And he put the...
You should always sign your art.
Yeah, right? No doubt. And
you can sign on the back if you like, but you should always sign your art.
I got a big one here that he did that's just incredible. It's just one of the coolest fucking things you ever seen, man. It's on the wall there, way back there, behind the screen. It's quite amazing. The artist friends that I've been able to collect, you know what I mean? It's been beautiful.
So you get different artists to paint the guitars?
Yeah, I paint them with them, or I paint them myself, or they, I just give them some money and let them paint it. Or they come hang out at the house and we paint stuff together. I got a little art studio, and you can just paint right there on the balcony of the 1891 Queen Anne Victorian painted lady.
What is your preference? Is it oil paints? Is it what is it?
I just use acrylics, man. I don't really
acrylics.
I mean, I'll do anything, but man,
most people like those. They dry quicker. There's a lot less hassle with them. And
I like shiny stuff anyway, and you don't get a lot of shiny, a lot of reflective, I should say, more than shiny. I like reflective things. I like things that beam light like that. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm all into that. Yeah, you see, it's all about the way the light plays on the guitar on stage too, because the way I kind of see performance and being a performer is that I'm trying to be there. I'm trying to be as much of a work of art as possible, not just auditory, but visually. I want to be one with the music. I want to be one with it in the most artistic way that I can think of it, being, if that makes any sense. I don't know. But anyway, the more art that's on me and the more art that's with me, then the more together I am. And the more together I am, generally, the better I perform. I think that's one of the reasons I felt like I performed really well at 529, besides the sound, by the way. That's a big deal too, man. You go into a place like that, the sound is incredible. Tell you,
man. When you were in Atlanta, who did you hang out with the most?
Mostly Julio Morales.
Yeah.
He's
you guys look like you're having a good time together.
Yeah, you can tell, man. He's going to be trouble sometimes, but he means it in the nicest way. But man, the dude is talented.
Trouble in the nicest way.
Yeah, man.
That's going to be the next Julio song. I'm trouble in the nicest way.
Yeah, right. He's good trouble, man. It's pretty cool. It's you can tell. Man.
I wrote a song, and I hope he records it. It's called "I'll Never Forgive You, Sean Connery for Zardoz."
Oh my god.
That was actually from a conversation that we had, and he was cracking me up with stuff like that. So I actually wrote the lyrics to the song.
The dude is brilliant.
I'll never forgive you, Sean Connery, for Zardoz.
I knew he would. I knew he would perform well too. Like I didn't even like.
Yeah.
I was like, he was like, hey, does anybody want me to play bass? Was the thing, right? At first, right? We couldn't line that up. But man, I knew I could perform with the dude, and that we'd pull it off. It'd be something magical. He's just one of them.
Yeah,
dudes.
You get a couple of Rolling Rocks in him, man.
Well, yeah. But the performance, and I thought that seeing the video was very different. Seeing it from the outside is always really different as a fan.
Yeah,
it helps to have the video to see what really it looks like and seems like, because it seemed pretty damn cool from the audience perspective. I thought we did a good job. That was a lot of fun, and I got to sing with Kim too, Kim Ware, who's an incredible singer. So that's very.
Well, you sing with Kim on a regular basis. You have a market you go to, right?
4 times so far. I count them. I count how many times I get to sing with her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See each other quite a bit.
We're lucky, man. She's coming back.
Yes.
And
I know it's always a fun time when you two get together.
My Saturday morning show is going to start up here on April the 16th with Farmers Market. Do you know I do that? I do a show every Saturday, and I have a guest from 8 a.m. to noon all year almost. Man,
awesome.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
That sounds like fun.
I should stop talking. You're supposed to ask questions.
Hey, the best interviews are when they're not asking questions, they're having a conversation.
Oh, yeah?
Your house, your domicile, pretty damn cool.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
What updates can you give us on how that ponderosa is doing?
So the garden, I need to pull some weeds. That's my only real issue right now is there's never enough There's never enough weed pullers. You know what I'm saying? But the house.
Well, now that it's legal.
Right. You're so funny.
Sorry, thank you for giving me that one.
Yeah, right. Her name is Amanda. Fitzwillow McCubbins McCandless. She is an 1891 Queen Anne Victorian painted lady. This is the attic of said lady. This is my artwork on the wall back here. This is my big guitar I painted. All hail the guitar. All hail the guitar.
So I'm waiting for the Cosmos show painting with C.J. Mine's on Wednesday night, 10:30.
It'll be a trip, son.
Painting with C.J.
Dude, it'll be a trip. You better be careful.
I'm waiting for it.
We just did a pouring. We just did a pour painting.
I got 5 people watching my show. I'm like, why am I doing this? So funny. We need somebody cooler doing this.
Is anybody watching? No one watches me either. I don't get good numbers. Man. Shit.
Well, this next couple of weeks, Renee's going to talk to us all about how to get better numbers, and we're going to promote, and see if we can get bigger numbers on YouTube and such. And I'm hoping to get into the YouTube channel and put some nice tags on my videos so that we get more traffic on them. I hope the rest of you guys do the same. You going to do another song for us?
Nah, man. Nah, ask me a deep question, man.
Okay, I haven't asked you about family.
Family?
Okay,
yeah,
you want to talk about your family? Is that okay?
Mostly up north,
Yeah.
I miss them. I don't really see them a lot. I really focus on a musical family.
Yeah.
More than anything, it's
that's
kind
your family.
Well, yeah, really. I'm pretty obsessed with it. I've been obsessed with music my whole life. So, if people aren't playing music, I don't generally hang out with them a whole lot. You know what I mean?
Okay, the deep questions. You want the deep questions. Is there intelligent life out there somewhere?
Well, there has to be, of course. Okay. All right. But until we get our shit together,
will they come here and try to take all of our shit or try to eat us?
Nah, man. No, they're too sophisticated for that shit. If they can get here and not have already killed each other, they're going to be peaceful. That's how I see it. Because, if you don't kill each other, that pretty much figures that you're going to end up being peaceful.
With as many saucer sightings as we've seen in the last 100 years, you got to figure they could have zapped us or killed us at any time.
Yeah, right.
Like you say, they're probably they're just being cautious because we're pretty brutal.
We are.
As a species.
Yeah, we need a good psychiatrist, man. We really do. We really do. That's what music's for too. That's why I write like I do. I write the way I do to try to get people to remember that there is a better way in unity, than killing each other.
Yeah, they're just driving by and looking at us and going, "Yeah, lock the doors."
Hippies are coming.
They're barbarians. Lock the doors.
But the 1891 Queen Anne Victorian painted lady, Amanda, getting back to that, would you like to hear her colors?
Oh, would I?
Yes, she's sage, forest, rose, sunshine, storm, sky, and walnut.
Wow.
She is beautiful.
You just threw the walnut in there. That just shake things up.
Well, walnut's a tree. You know, it's totally.
That's true. That's true.
Totally nature, and the front door looks like a tree. It does. It's painted like a. It's got very grainy look. It's very cool. Yeah, man. Yeah, but you know, jams here on the porch are very nice. Yes, sir. And tomorrow night, my other show starts up, Sweet Meadow Serenade, and my guest is
okay.
My guest is Justin Reed. Will cancel it if it rains. So it's going to be probably next week, but it'll be every Wednesday for all the spring. It's called the Sweet Meadow Serenade.
I'll keep my fingers crossed.
Yeah, and I guess I'm going to do it on the CJ Sunshine page. I don't know what to do with that stuff, you know. So I'm just good, but it's just a good way to document my shows. And I always like to go back and listen to the shows. It's important to listen to yourself, to understand what you're doing and not doing, see what they're seeing. You know what I mean? Hear what they're hearing. It's really important to go back and listen to your stuff, man. It takes a while before you can hack it, though. I want to warn you.
Well, again, I started out a long time ago with Rory Penland channels on YouTube, and you know, some of my stuff that's been there for like 30 years has gotten like a couple of hundred hits, but
yay! Valid and Mo's doing good.
Ironically, the thing that's gotten the most hits on YouTube is a mock trailer for a thing that I did on YouTube called Ghost House. Oh, and evidently that intrigued people. I've had a couple of thousand hits on that.
The Ghost House.
People were intrigued by the fact that, oh, is this a horror movie? What is this?
You figured out a way to get into the code of the algorithm of YouTube, I think.
Well, and you know, that's what I was hoping with General Howitzer too. Is we'll pick out classic horror movies and talk about them. You know, there's a lot of kids that like that. So
yeah, right.
You know, so we'll see. We'll see what the numbers are like in the next couple of months. We just started doing that, so.
Right on, man. But I got 70 shows already booked this year, man. It's gonna be fun.
That's awesome.
Hoot, dude. I'm gonna love this.
That's awesome. I always feel guilty, you know, if I book 3 months ahead.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why.
And then 5/14, I got Earth Day Jam, man. I'm running a stage. It's called the Sunshine Stage at this festival here in town. It's free in Salisbury, and a whole bunch of playing, man. And I'm running the Sunshine Stage over at the kids section, and I'm gonna have kids up. I got youth talent coming. It's the youth talent stage for Griffin Guitars, and I got kids coming from all over the place. They're all gonna get up there and play and sing, and then I'm gonna let them play some guitars, and then Greta Rose is going to play. The Hobos are going to play. Bon and Chuck, another local favorite's going to play. And then Chelsea Ray Childers. And then I'm playing. And then Colton is going to shut it down, man. It's going to be a hell of a day. Hallelujah.
Awesome.
Hallelujah. I don't know how to get
so what else can we look for you in the near future? Where else can we look for you? You got that.
Yeah, every farmer's market, every Saturday morning, man, 8 to 12, all the way to Christmas. And I got a new guest every week, sometimes two. It's going to be sick, man. The musicians that come through there, the singer-songwriters especially, I love so much, that come through there are incredible, man. Just incredible. Lucky, man.
Awesome.
No doubt, man. Shit.
Well, thank you so much for agreeing to come on and for a few minutes. That was nice of you. This is the last. Actually, this is the 50th It's Casual show.
50, really?
Thank you.
Wasn't I on the first?
50.
Was I on the first? No, technically not. Right?
I think you were on the second show.
Something like that, right? I think I was up there.
Or actually, no. You might have actually been on the first one.
It was supposed
to
be.
The first one that we. It was a test show that we did.
Oh yeah, hell yeah!
Right. Back in my book here. I'll find out for sure.
So cool.
See, the one that I technically called the first was the Linda Miller show.
Oh yeah.
When she was on, but I think we did one before that where it had you on it.
And I'm also doing the Jam show on Cosmic Creative TV, which is badass, by the way, if anyone has ever heard of it. I'm doing one Saturday with Jonathan. It's something about jam, and I forgot. I'm not that good about remembering everything. It's one of my shows. So it's something about me.
Yeah, you were in the pilot episode.
Hell yeah, bro. Yes. High five, man.
So it doesn't even have a number. It's like 00.
0, 0.
It was our test show to see if we could do it.
All right. Well, I'll see you at 100.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Well, hopefully we'll get you in there before that. That's a long way away.
I don't know, man. You did 40.
Especially now that we're taking breaks for 3 weeks to 4 weeks between seasons. I was like, what? What? We got to take time off. And then, like, when we got closer to it, I was like, you know what? I'm looking forward to taking a couple of weeks where I can have my Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah,
go places.
Yeah.
So hopefully a lot of cool things will happen to you and what you're doing. I'm wishing you nothing but the best. And thanks again for coming on and letting me just kind of briefly interview you and quiz you on what's going on lately. Again, we kind of got thrown into this not knowing what we were going to be doing. You know, I knew I was going to interview Phipps. I didn't really have a lot of questions prepared, but it went well. And as did this. So thank you. Thank you for making Show 50 a success.
You got it, buddy. I love you.
Much obliged.
Take care, man. Peace, love.
All right. You have a good one.
Bye, man.
Much love. Thank you all for watching this final episode of this season. I'm happy to report that I just got a couple of messages from John Biner. He's up for doing another interview later. So yay. So thank you. And we'll look forward to scheduling that in the near future and keep an eye open for it. And hopefully we'll get those tech gremlins out of there so we get a good, smooth interview. Have a good night, everybody. Take care. Much love. God bless.